Hello YouTube. Uh, I wanted to show you some other things I didn't show in the first video. I had a lot of videos and somehow I deleted them. But here we go. Some of the stuff that we missed on the previous video. It'll be here. As you come in through the back door, we have I have modified paulk's version of this trailer, and I do have some drawers, not a lot. Like I said before, all I do is framing, and so I can't have all this space with drawers because I really have like zero stuff to put in. All my tools, like I said before, they're here and they're here. That's my primary tools. Everything else it'd be kind of pointless to have all the stuff that I never use. So on paulk's version, you have a wall here, and he has drawers on this side, so I don't need that. This is usually where my compressor goes. Once I get my plug fixed and running, I'm gonna mount the fan up there, and it'll blow out all the hot air from this compressor. So then I'll be able to leave this compressor inside. I will only roll it back a little bit so I can drain it here. And anyhow, let's continue. I have so you notice he has his levels on these walls. Mine I modified and put them up here where I have a couple of 2-footers, couple of 4-foot levels, and my extension level. So that's all I need right there. If I need to go any higher than what this extension level will do, I'll use my laser. Let's see. On this side here, notice I don't have my hoses anywhere. So I have a hinge here that allows me to turn this into a door and make use of the space that I wasn't going to have. So this door here just has a couple of wheels on the bottom to help it, and this is where my hoses are stored. We have some liquid nail. Go down there, there's some chalk powder, a couple of brooms, my framing squares, and a couple of rip guides, 2 extension ladders, and of course my ladder on the top. I don't carry a table saw. They're kind of heavy and I don't use them that much, and I found this at Home Depot, and ever since I've been using them for about 2 years. I don't know when they came out, but these things, I highly recommend you to get one of those Craig's ripping guides. You can't go wrong with those. Those are light. You'll have straight cuts all day long, and everybody on the job loves them. Over here, I just installed this little guy this weekend. It's just a little stopper. It keeps this door from banging on the corner and this from hitting the saw, so that works out. If you notice here, let me close this up so you can get a better view. Oh yeah, I have a little kick plate there, so you can use your foot to push it closed if you need to. With my previous trailer, I used to mount the ladders on the outside of the trailer, and since this one is wider, I think it's 8 foot wide, so I can no longer mount my ladders on the exterior. See, I don't have any fender wells there to flush them out with. Even if I mount them on the exterior, then they'll be sticking out, and I don't think that would be that great. Anyhow, when I started building this trailer, I started on this side, and I needed a way to mount my ladder, so I think I saw somebody on a video that had them on the side like that, and I think that's where I got my idea. I'm not quite sure if I saw something or somebody. I copied this from somebody. I think I copied it from somebody. I just can't remember who. Anyways, I started building this side, and I decided to put another ladder on the top here. And when I started doing it, my ladder was going to be all the way from that corner all the way to somewhere here. Now we're just gonna put a block to stop the ladder from going all the way in. This cutout wasn't there, so but then I thought, why waste the space? It's not a killer. It's not a it won't kill anybody if this sticks out. That's not. So I made the cutter, and I put my piece of 1/2-inch plywood there so I can put this stuff here. That's my Hilti gun for concrete fasteners. So you notice I started here, and that's the exact distance that I need from the back to here. That's the exact distance I need to so I can pull these ladders out. When you pull them out, you kind of have to be in an angle, so they can be. I needed exactly this space to be able to get this ladder out, because there's a little corner in the way there. So that's what the measurements that I use are based on that ladder being able to get out. There we go. Doing this with one hand is kind of hard. Anyhow, that's what I use in reference to start building this from there to there. That was my starting point, being able to get those two ladders out of the way. And then I tried to maximize the space by building this door here. I'm able to mount my staplers, trim nailers, and I got right there is a taco nailer, so I can maximize the space, hide my hoses, because on my trailer before this one, all my hoses were, I had racks here, and I had some out of the rack. I would have an arm sticking out, a wooden arm, and that's what I would just hook my hoses. So for this trailer, I decided to hide most of what I can and just make it as appealing as I could. I figure if I spend the time working on this trailer, making it to where people's gonna like it, I'll get more jobs out of this. And a lot of builders are always complimenting my trailer, and I think that has helped me land some of the jobs that I had. So anyhow, let's continue. Out here we have a rack. This rack was one of the last things I built. All these nail guns were right there piled up together, and we're tripping on them for a while until I finish building this thing. So for a nail gun rack, I just wanted to keep it gun style. Like, I don't know if you ever seen on if you go to academy or any place like that where they have guns. I wanted that look. I wanted to be able to have my guns like this and look like they're part of a gun show. So I decided to make it like this. Over here, I don't know if you can tell, this has a little tilt to keep this falling off, and this comes out really easy. This is just some PVC pipe. I think it's 3 inches. I'm not quite sure. I'm not a plumber, so I just grabbed whatever was in stock, whatever I thought was gonna work at this my supply store, and all I did was cut out the pipe, do a little design there, and spray paint it. That's it. And I put this little rubber stopper to keep it from hitting the wall. And up here is just a piece of wood with notches on it, and that's just how that works. Up here for my little 18 gauge brad nailers, we have just a piece of tube, some PVC pipe cut out and painted. And again, I don't know if you can tell from this, but this piece on the top where it's mounted to has an angle to keep everything from falling off while the trailers is going down the road. Up here I got a little radio. Also I got a wire here. This wire here, it's for my dog, in case I want him to have more freedom on the job site, so he can not be confined so much to one spot. I didn't show this last time. Over here we have I think this is the Walt's newest blower. I'm not sure they have anything new out there, but this I think it is the newest version that they have. It just has a little hole down there to keep the bottom from moving around, and just 2 pieces of wood, and they latch onto that right there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's how this gets mounted on there. It's there, you go, and it doesn't go anywhere. Over here, my plans, I have some corners. Again, it's just plywood, 3 pieces of plywood, and it just fits in between that. This corner is off, so you can just remove this thing, but I'm not gonna remove it. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, so I'm not gonna bother with that. So what else do we have here? Here on my video that I had made before, I didn't show this. This is my I like using color pens when I write on my plans, because it makes everything better. The guys can see what everything that I have labeled on the plans. I got a little scale there in case I need to scale something off of the plans. And the reason I like pack out so much, because I'm able to do even with one hand. There we go, and it's done. That's where that goes. Here's what I was talking about. I got all my wall heights, color one color. If we go here, that's the garage. I have labeled what I need as far as the support beams for the house. I label this will be 12 foot joist. So whoever's cutting the joist can just come here, look at that number and cut that many for that side. And I think it's very easy to do. This is my ridge, my 2x8 ridge, so it's colored in green. So anybody that's cutting the roof can just come here and go grab a 20-foot 2x8. It'll be these pink dots. I think that's it as far as labeling anything. Let's go back to the trailer. On my previous video, I didn't show this light from the wall. I haven't used it much. I start at 6 in the morning, and by the time we get the tools out, there's a little bit of daylight, and so I haven't had a chance to use this anywhere. It just sits there for now. But if you want my honest opinion, I would probably get the Milwaukee version of this, just because this one, you don't have a choice. All you can do is just use a battery, and I think the Milwaukee has a plug, so it can be both. It can run on a cord or battery power, and this one, the minute my battery is depleted, that's it. So if I had to do it again, it'd be Milwaukee. What else do we show? This here is unfinished. It's just a piece of half-inch plywood that I found on my store. I want to do some butcher block or something like that. I haven't decided yet, but once it's done, I'll post a video. Over here, it's shiny. I use the same plexiglass that I use here, and I laid it over this sticky tile that they have out there. I like this tile, but it's very easy to ding. If I come here and throw a coffee cup here, or whatever it is, this is gonna bend. So I just put a piece of plexiglass on it to protect it, and I like it better. Actually, it's very shiny. I haven't finished it. I gotta run a piece of trim that's gonna hide this here and a piece of trim here, but I'm not too worried about it for the time being. I'll fix it eventually. That's kind of cool. When I did this cabinet, I wasn't expecting this effect from the light above, but it was bothering me at first, but now I kind of like the green edge. I think it looks cool. I mean, it's not intentional, it just happened to happen that way. What else? Let's talk about this cabinet. When I built this cabinet, this side here was solid. I didn't have any plexiglass displaying the tools. It had the same pattern. It was just like all these patterns that were there. It was just, you couldn't see through. And I added this light up here, so when you open this, that light was supposed to shine and illuminate these tools. But then I thought about making it look a little bit more aesthetic, and I added this plexiglass on it, and I found out that once this is shut, it doesn't light up as good, so I added a small little light up there, just to make it where it's a little bit, where it lights up a little more. But what else did we miss? I think that's it. All the things I didn't talk about on my last video, on my first video, I mean. But about this trailer, it measures, it's 8 foot wide, and from here to the center point it measures 20 foot and 18 foot from the end to here. So I'm confused a little bit. I don't know if it's an 18 foot trailer or a 20 footer. I can't remember. The sticker outside says 18 foot, but in my head when I ordered this thing, I was thinking that the 18 foot was gonna be from that peak. So it worked out great. I got 2 extra foot without even ordering the trailer like that. So I got those extra 2 foot, and that works out. Down here, let's see, we have some stuff. I don't carry a lot of fasteners on the trailer because all these doors, it just falls off, and it's usually on the floor everywhere, and I don't. But I do carry some nuts and washers. Over here I'm supposed to have anchor bolts. I'm thinking I'm out, and this is what I'm talking about. One of my guys decided to put the nuts and washers on this tray when they go here, so the more stuff I put here, the more of a mess it becomes. I have some concrete nails there, some 15 gauge, some 18 gauge brat nails, and what else? Oh yeah, here it's I have 3 saws dedicated only for hardy board. We do a lot of hardy board out here in Texas, and that's what that's for. And this is the only saw that I have on this trailer that's corded. If I use it for ripping ledger, and that's nothing else. Right here we have my coil nailers. Notice some of these tools, I put tape on them. There's orange, red, and yellow. So orange and yellow, red and yellow and orange, green. I label the saws with green, with this tape, with this color tape, mainly to keep everybody from grabbing somebody else's saw. And then it's always a mess when you have a member of your crew come up to the other guy, hey, that's my saw. So that eliminates that problem. Everybody knows exactly what saw they're allowed to grab, and there's no confusions. This here, they don't have any. They're not designated to anybody. Just grab whatever it's there and available. These coil nailers, however, there's always somebody's favorite coil nailer, so that's what they're labeled. If I come here and grab this guy's coil nailer, he's gonna be mad at me, and if this guy grabs mine, I'm gonna be mad at him. So we all got our special tool. Same with these framing nailers, and they got a color. This one, this rat nailers, they're done. They're just whoever wants to grab whatever. It doesn't matter. But more personal tools like my nail gun, I don't want nobody grabbing my nail gun. Sorry. They'll just mess it up and make it ragged out. People usually not careful about tools, but if you assign a tool to each person, this person will take better care of this tool now that he knows that if there's any damage to this nail gun, it's not gonna look too hot when he comes and tells me that he broke his nail gun because he wasn't being careful with it. So this system works out better. The tools last longer, and there's no problems with the rest of the co-workers. So on the previous video, since I deleted the first one by mistake, I didn't show this. Let me get this. All this is just a square hook. If you notice here, that's got orange tape, that one's got yellow tape. So, and everybody knows what their spot here is. So all this is 2 pieces of plywood that brings this 1 inch and the stopper. All you do is come here, one hand, these two hooks here, they just go here like this, and that's basically all that's holding this together. And when the trailer is traveling and it bounces up and down, this keeps the saw from bouncing off of it. I could have added another 1/2 inch there and it would level this out better, but that little tilt don't bother me, so that works. And what else is there to talk about? I think that's it. I'll try to post more videos of whatever projects I have going on, and hope you guys enjoying the content. If you like this video, hit the like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.